Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My fiancé, F23, lied to me, M26, for 3 months about wanting to fix our relationship. Then cheated on me with a guy at work. This is a long read, but please take the time to read it. I want to share my story with everyone. We got engaged on August 22nd of this year. She said yes emphatically. We were living in an apartment together and then moved into a house together to rent. Things were going great in our relationship, I thought. Then about a week after we moved in, she was distant, dismissive. The night I noticed, I brought it up to her and she was on her phone most of the time that I was talking to her. Throughout this whole story I'm telling, remember that she never stopped being dismissive. Fast forward a couple of weeks. We were going to go out for her birthday. It wasn't her birthday yet. Just celebrating early. At the time I wasn't happy at all because we were having problems, work was difficult, and we had a cat that had to be put down. I was very sad that evening and our friends noticed. On the way to the next place it was here and I. She told me get over it. Just be happy for me, it's my only weekend to go out for my birthday. That night she actually got so drunk that she needed medical attention. I ended up calling an ambulance. She ended up saying I was dumb for doing that and didn't have to. She's originally from Ohio. We would visit her family often there. That weekend we went, she was again dismissive. She wasn't talking that much to me, not very touchy. The last night we were there, I broke down crying, badly. I thought she was going to leave me. She saw me crying and she immediately said we need a break, and then she eventually announced that night that she's moving back to Ohio because she wants to be with family. This Ohio thing would be a theme that she wanted to move back with or without me. We never took a break. We said we need a therapist. She would never look for a therapist, I had to look. At this point we hadn't had sex at all. In maybe a month. I came home from work one day and told her this needs to change. She said she didn't want to have sex with me. That she's taking interest in other guys. I thought because she was open about the other guys, she wasn't cheating on me. She didn't want to tell me which guys, but she finally said a guy she works with. We went on a date once trying to spark things again. She texted her girlfriend, I would rather be with you but I have to stay here and pretend like I wanted to be in this relationship. I glanced over and saw it. I called her out for it and she made up this bull story. Another time she got annoyed with me and hit me in the face out of annoyance. Then after she said she wasn't apologizing for it and I was an emotionally pussy and that's why she isn't having sex with me. On November 19th she went on a girls' trip. The night before I asked her to check in. To at least tell me she's okay. I didn't care who or what she was doing. Just that she was okay. She never did. I had to ask her at 2 a.m. She said she was. Next day she came back, said they were going out with the employees at the bar and that a guy tried to feel her up. I thought it was odd she didn't tell me that the night before. Normally she would. I was suspicious, so I went through her phone. I found that she sent a picture of her and her friend's bare asses sent to another guy on Snapchat. I called her out for it and she immediately said that I was weird and creepy for going through her phone. Then she walked out and went to a friend's house. We broke up for a couple of hours, but I somehow took her back after she pleaded we'd work on things and see the therapist we scheduled to see. That we haven't even tried therapy yet. So after this, I started putting pieces together. Around Thanksgiving she started staying late at work. Her engagement ring would be left in the car when she got home, and around December 10th, I saw she was messaging the guy at work. We went to the city on December 11th and I noticed her messaging him a couple times that day too. I was upset. So the next day I brought up all the red flags I noticed and she said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. When you say it all like that it sounds horrible. This conversation was her getting defensive at first, then not, then again. She said all they talked about was work. So I asked to see the messages. She said, "Trust me, I know how it feels. If you read them, you'll get mad." Later that night we had planned to have a gaming night and spend time together. We were playing games and she looked at her phone a couple of times. She then all of a sudden didn't want to play games. She was tired. We lay down in bed so I can watch TV and she sat perpendicular to me. I saw her aggressively scrolling up in her phone and I knew she was looking for pictures. In my head, she's sending this guy nudes right next to me. Her feet were touching me. Her phone lays next to me to charge. She turned over and I asked if she wanted to charge her phone. No response. I said two more things with no response. Like it was talking to a wall. 1 hour later I got up, I slept in the couch, and dumped her at 7 the next morning on December 13th. She didn't fight at all. She said okay and left for work. Later that day she came back and gave me the ring. She told me she's been fooling around with this guy at work, that she's been lying about it. She told me she didn't think about me when she did too. She even wore the ring while cheating on me. She said everyone at work knew there was something going on with them. I asked how long it was happening. She told me she didn't know, maybe weeks. She eventually said to me I didn't have sex with him, not yet at least. During this whole conversation she couldn't look at me and she didn't say sorry. Our conversation ended, I went upstairs to call people. I came back down. She had left perfume out and hair in the shower. She went to go have sex with this guy. I also knew the person's house she was going to stay at. She wasn't there. That was it. That was the last in-person conversation we've had. Throughout these 3 months we would have problems she would cause. I would want out, she would fight back and said we can fix it. Anytime I was upset or sad, she would get annoyed. She did because she said she felt bad for feeling like this and it's affecting me. Along with this, she was dismissive. She didn't ask about me, her friends didn't really talk to me anymore. She made it sound like I was the problem. She wouldn't kiss me, barely cuddle me. She would stay up late on her phone and not talk to me. Looking back, this was the worst 3 months of my life. I hated it and I was extremely depressed. She knew that, she knew I was fighting for her. She didn't care. She didn't love me. Deep down, I know she first cheated on me in September. I also firmly believe she had sex with him multiple times already. Now that this is over, I can be happy. I'll have a scar forever for what this woman did to me. I can heal and be who I was again. As of his post today, I'm angry, sad, and confused, but I already feel better. She's no longer hurting me. I'll never allow a woman to use my love against me and lie to me about everything. I'm happier without her. Hi up, I'm now happy for you. You had dumped her, but you should have done it a long time ago. She had no respect for you, but what is done is done. Now, be sure don't let her contact you anymore by blocking her in every way she has to reach you. And the most important, do never ever take her back. Don't ever let yourself be manipulated by her. Thank you less than 3. I should have left her ass long ago. Thank you for taking the time to read. Unfortunately she still has to move out her stuff, so she has to tell me when she's coming and going. She's staying other places but her stuff is here. Other than that, she's off my social media and almost out of my life. Why just don't pack her stuff and let it at your front door and then text her to come to take it. If you do that, you avoid seeing her one more time. She's on the lease. Then she's responsible for half the rent through the end of the lease. This. Pack her stuff up in garbage bags, rent a storage unit for 1 month, and have a friend give her the key. You don't even have to have her come back to get her stuff. Good riddance to bad rubbish, and the Brits are wont to say. This. Never waste your time with trash hoping it will somehow magically turn into a diamond. I've learned, man, it's a hard lesson, but I learned it. It's likely the moment everything falls apart for her with this new guy she will try to come crawling back. Hope you are strong at that moment. Do not take her back. Remember what a piece of trash she is. For now all I can say is good for you, you deserve better. Keep your head high, my man. She's an attractive girl. Many other horny men will crawl to her and she'll use all of them to ignore what she did to me. It may be never that she'll crawl back. I'm okay with that. Physical attractiveness fades away, but the intellectual capacity that you have demonstrated will not. My only suggestion is you use this experience to help you identify red flags in future dates, independently on how long it will take you to feel like dating again. I understand this scar might take some time to heal, so I wouldn't rush into that. You made an excellent summary of the events and her red flag behaviors, and you will only benefit from it. Nevertheless, you dodged a cannonball. Attractive girls do like all the other girls, they age with time, and are cheated on by their partner with younger girls later. Let time gives her what she deserves. She was actually cheated on pretty badly before she was with me. It's hilarious. Please don't do this to yourself. You talk a whole lot of sense at the end, but your actions are not reflecting it. You are purposely leaving a door open for her by keeping her belongings. Either pack it all up and leave it on the street and tell a mutual person that she needs to get her shit, or it will be thrown out, or if you are still being nice about it, pack her crap up and leave it in a storage unit and give the key to a mutual person. Don't let her have access to your house, and please block her. You don't need to communicate with her anymore. Stop being a simp. She kept telling you she didn't want to be with you. She said it straight. She called you a pussy. You still stayed with her? You seriously need to pack up her crap and throw it out. You have zero obligation to that piece of shit. Poor excuse of a heartless, asshole person. If she did beg for you, it's because she wanted to use you. You keep allowing her back to shit on you. She does not want or love you. Let her damn go. You aren't fooling anyone but yourself by trying to claim you won't take her back. You keeping her crap or letting her crap be in your home is saying you aren't done being a simp. Don't tell me how I feel. I'm not taking that hateful excuse for a person back ever again. I'm not going to throw her shit out onto the street. Why? Because she's never going to get the satisfaction that she hurt me. She's doing all this to get a rise from it so she feels better about what she did, but I'm never giving her that. Ever. Didn't mean to come off as I was telling you how you feel. Read your other comment about the rent. You still can pack all her shit and leave it at a mutual friend since she doesn't come there anyway. To be honest though, it's hard that she's on the lease. Is there no way to take her off? Also, who cares if she paid rent? As for legal things, you really think she will take the time to go legal? Look, I'm not saying you are making excuses, but you should be making moves to make it no way for her to come back. As in, see if you can get her off the lease and putting her crap out. Well, good luck, and I hope you truly are done being her simp. Exactly, 100, truth. Get her stuff out of your house and her completely out of her life. Have any mutual friends the two of you have informed her that she has 12 hours from time the message is delivered to come and get her stuff from the curbside, or it goes with the next trash pickup. Not 3 days, not 24 hours, 12 hours. In fact, rather than making it 12 hours from the time the message is delivered, make it 12 hours from time you told the mutual friend to give her the message. If you send a text, then make it 12 hours from the time you sent the text. If she's already blocked you, then just throw her poop out. She's also on the lease in the home. She's already paid rent. I'm not going to get into a legal battle with her, when she can just grab her crap and eventually get completely out. She doesn't stay with me. She stays in other places. I've seen her once since I broke up with her. You could maybe try to organize her stuff in a separate room so you don't have to remind it of it all the time. Her crap can stay packed in garbage bags in the garage or an empty room. Make the place yours. Yes, we have a spare room and her things are in there, separated from mine. Damn bother, she walk all over you, called you a pussy and you took it. That week, don't let anyone do that to you again. She will go back to North Carolina. Honestly man, I am glad that you finally gathered your strength and dumped her ass. While reading your post, I was like, for real, how could he take all this and stay? I mean, she literally physically attacked you and then insulted you and called you a pussy and refused to apologize for it. This all tells you that she had no respect for you, and it also tells that you have some low self-esteem to take all this and stay. You should have more confidence in yourself. I am glad that you finally realized that she's toxic and that you deserve better than that. Take this as a learning experience. Never take this kind of treatment and insult from anyone, and I think that you should get into counseling. I think it will be very helpful for you to improve your self-esteem and how to deal with such things way better and not to wait for this long until you act. Yeah dude, I was stupid as duck. I just took the shit 'cause I loved her. I just ignored all of it hoping it would change. I told myself I would never be that guy, but I was. It was the worst experience of my life and I plan to never take it ever again. Lamau, I can't relate to any of these Reddit stories at all. Holy shit. I should write a book on how to be a man for you guys. Not trying to be mean, but have you had your testosterone levels checked? Why put up with her continued cheating? You continued to do nothing and expected change. Hate to say it, but you were too feminine and emotional for her and she saw it. So will every other woman you go into a relationship with until you fix that. I suggest listening and emulating some real hardened men from the past, and if you can find any in the present. You are probably okay with being like every other soft-ass dude these days most likely, so learn to enjoy your depression while life constantly kicks your butt and people take advantage of you. I feel bad for you, man. I hope this doesn't offend you and I hope you figure it out. Seriously, I used to be just like what you're describing here. Long road ahead but worth it. Gee. Keep your head up, man. The crown won't fall off my head. You can bag or box up her stuff and put it in storage for her. Can you take her name off the lease? The sooner you get her and her stuff out, you will be able to heal. Next time, do not move in together. Good luck in the future. You're the pussy? Bro, she's the one who slept with a co-worker and couldn't ducking tell you like a true real ass ducking pussy. I am so happy for you, op. Hoes belong to the streets. She hits me. What am I gonna do? Hit her back? Lol, no. No. Sorry, I meant, you are the furthest thing from a pussy and she's the pussy here. I'm sorry she ever laid a hand on you, let alone ducked with you for so long. Pussy is the nicest word I could use to describe her. Live your best life, op. No, I understand, lol, I was agreeing with you. Thank you for the kind words. I need them as I get through this. Update: cheating ex-fiancé, F23, has moved out of my M26 house. I made an original text here. She's officially moved out my house. I feel like she's truly gone. I feel like I can finally move on with my life. She's now blocked on everything. No way to contact me. I'm so happy she's gone. I feel like I can truly smile now. Smile. Thank you everyone for the advice and support. Jacodelix11, I read your main post describing your breakup. I'm sorry that your girlfriend cheated on you and treated you badly in so many other ways. I know you're hurting. But you're handling yourself well. You should be proud. Best wishes. Thank you. I feel much amazing and I'm going out with some mates to celebrate. Freedom is really nice to have. You save money. No arguing. No rules. No complaining and no whining. It really has been great for me, hope it is for you. You dodged a bullet. You asked earlier why she feels the way she does. Now, it officially doesn't matter. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Hi op, I'm very happy for you, but you must address it. You have a very rough path to man up and don't let be disrespected in that way. Sincerely, I don't think that you can move only with your life and do nothing. I'll strongly advise you to look for professional help. If not, this will happen in the future in your next relationship. You dodged a nuke. Hell yeah, I did. Never let anyone dictate terms to you. Hope that's something you got from all this. Glad you finally pulled your head out of your ass. Good for you op. Now you can truly heal. Remember, the best revenge is living a good life. Don't ever look back. Good for you. Now change your locks. And there was much rejoicing. Yeah. Congrats bud, move on, learn and breathe deep. Now that she's actually out, I would immediately install new locks if you haven't already. You also might want to change any passwords, add a password manager like Bitwarden, free, and start using two-factor authentication. If she's the vengeful type, your electronic activity can be low-hanging fruit if you're not careful. Good luck in your new start. Change all the locks. Congratulations, you handle this extremely well. Congratulations, remember that the best revenge is a life well lived. Well done, dude. Glad you got rid of her. I wish you all the happiness in the future. Not only a cheat but abusive too. Remember, the best revenge is living well. Without her. Have you put the ring on the market yet? Sell that thing and buy yourself something nice. Sorry you went through this, but nobody deserves to be treated that way. You are way better off now. Continue to see her and lead her on while banging her, then suddenly stop. Whoa, calm down, Satan. King. Good for you, I hope you heal and find someone worth your time and affection. Great. Now you can start anew in the new year. I just read the original story. She strung you around for 3 months, which is pretty awful, but at least you didn't get married to her. You get out of this a free man and you should feel happy about that. What job does she work at so we can blast her at job? What is her social media? I am gonna hurt somebody's feelings today. Sorry buddy, we're not going that route, lol. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.